What is happening? What it do, my YT gang? You already know what time it is. We back with another one. And I'm jumping on here to make this real quick video because we are about to get to see Caitlin Clark back in action. All right, she played later on today. I think it's like 7:30. I don't know if it's going to be televised or not. I can't remember, but we still excited about seeing Caitlin Clark back out there on the floor doing her thing as usual. Today is the day that the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark and them has the opportunity to pull that broom out and do a clean sweep on Phoenix Mercury. Indiana Fever is already 2-0 against Phoenix. Okay. Now the last time they played, Brittany Griner, she wasn't playing. I mean, I think she started the game, but I think she got hurt or whatever the case may be, and she sat out. Which after that, it was all the way up for Aaliyah Boston, especially when it came to getting rebounds. Let's look at some of the numbers. So these are the numbers from the last game that they played against each other. All right, as you can see, Griner, she played 11 minutes, right? She didn't do absolutely nothing. She only had 4 points, 2 blocks, no rebounds. You get what I'm saying? So she was hurt, right? She sat out, boom. After that, it was all the way over with when it came to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston went crazy. She had a double-double, 21 points, 13 rebounds, and look at this, she had 8. She had more offensive rebounds than she did defensive rebounds. And I honestly believe that she was able to get 8 offensive rebounds, because Brittany Griner wasn't playing. But now that she is playing, I think the best thing they're going to be able to do, I mean, looking at that game from last night, they did Chicago dirty. Brittany Griner, it was no answer for Brittany Griner. They could not stop this woman for anything. Copper went crazy too. Even Taurasi, Taurasi hit a couple threes and showed up. But they couldn't do anything with Brittany Griner. And I feel like the same thing will happen tonight if Indiana don't come out there with a game plan. They have to find a way to throw Brittany Griner off of her game. And I feel like it's 2 ways that they can do that. The first thing I think they should do is to pull her out of the paint, right? Keep her out of the paint. I feel like you have 2 good players, if not great players, in Caitlin Clark and Mitchell. If you was able to pull her out of there, they're great at driving. These are 2 good players that are very known for driving in the paint. Okay, they know how to drive that lane, they know how to score. So if Aaliyah Boston just come out there, do a couple picks, it will create 2 options. Either when you go up there and set the pick for Caitlin Clark, it will make Brittany Griner come up and boom, there's a clear lane for Caitlin Clark to hit. But if she doesn't, boom, all you gotta do is hit that lane a little bit, throw it back out to Aaliyah Boston, and let her shoot it. Those are 2 options that you have right there alone. And then there will be some times where you can catch Brittany Griner slipping and do the pick and roll. Have Aaliyah Boston come up, set the pick. Soon as she set the pick, hit the lane. And it'll be right there, I'm guaranteed. Because honestly, Brittany Griner is not fast enough. She's slow. She's older. She cannot keep up with Aaliyah Boston if Aaliyah Boston is moving. I feel like Aaliyah Boston has the advantage because she is more shifty and she's faster than Brittany Griner. So the pick and rolls will work for them. And the next best thing for Indiana to do is to go out there and play their best game, in which we all know their best game is running the floor. We know you're going up against a team, they're much older. All right, they got Taurasi out there, for goodness sake. She almost 40, 50 years old. She's not going to be able to keep up with Caitlin Clark. She's not going to be able to keep up with Mitchell. She just might not be able to keep up with Boston. So run that floor, man. You already know Brittany Griner is not going to be able to keep up. Fast break, fast break, fast break. As soon as Aaliyah Boston get a rebound, the ball should be flying out of her hands right then and there. And even if Aaliyah Boston is not the one to get the rebound, she need to be flying down the floor because Brittany Griner cannot keep up with her. We all know that Indiana is not the type of team that needs to be setting up for plays because they don't execute well. And usually when they're setting up for plays, that's when they have the most turnovers in the game. Point blank period. So continuously doing the fast breaks is their biggest advantage for this game tonight. If Mitchell is able to do what she did last game, they will definitely be good. Now I feel like Caitlin's gonna be her. She gonna do her thing regardless. Even if she don't give you a lot of points, she's gonna be a facilitator, right? But if Mitchell is able to drop 28 on their head again like she did the last game, if you look at it, she was 3 for 3 from the free throw. She knocked down 3 out of 10 threes, and then she was 11 for 19 from the field. And like I said, man, Mercury cannot guard her. That's just my point of view. I think she's too fast for them. And like I said, if you just find a way to pull Brittany Griner out of that paint, it's going to be there. The lane is going to be there for either Caitlin Clark or Mitchell, honestly. Now, when it comes to their defense, I don't have an answer for it because Indiana is not that good defensively. And, you know, the only thing I could probably say is do your best to slow down Copper. If you have to, double team Griner. You know, you're going to have to move. You're going to have to, I think, honestly, man-to-man is not going to be their game. They're going to have to run a lot of zone. A whole lot of zone. And just hope that, you know, Griner and Copper is not on their game. Copper is one of the best players in the league. She is the second best player when it comes to scoring. So she's going to get hers, you know what I mean? But if you can just keep it at that to where Copper is the only one that's putting up numbers, you will be okay. But once you start getting her, Griner, and Taurasi, they all hitting, you got a problem on your hand. Yeah, you got a problem on your hand. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think the fast break is the best opportunity that they have when it comes to beating the Mercury tonight? Or do y'all think the best option for them to do is the pick and roll? Or is it neither? Do y'all think they should just jack up them threes tonight?